This final bout on our preliminary card is sanctioned by the Boxing Union of Ireland, taking place over 6 3-minute rounds in the super welterweight division. Your referee when the action begins, Mr. Padraig O'Loughlin. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 154.4 pounds. He brings into this ring a professional record of 5 victories, one of those victories coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Venice, Italy, by way of Cali, Colombia. Give it up for John Henry Mosquerra! And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at 154.3 pounds. He brings into this ring a perfect professional record of 4 wins and no defeats. One of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Loughlinstown, Dublin, Ireland. Give it up for Byrne!
Here we go with the final fight of the undercard. It's Glenn Byrne versus John Henry Mosquerra, the dangerous Colombian. Glenn Byrne in his 4th 6th rounder, his 5th fight in 12 months. He is rattling along, younger brother of promoter Jay. He's been building gradually and looking better in every fight, and he has a tough opponent here, not someone who's been regularly stopped, and someone who does have an upset in his locker. And he just needs to be careful here because he hasn't had the perfect lead-in, you could say, to this fight, and just needs to keep things nice and steady against, as we say, a dangerous opponent. Yeah,
and a late opponent as well. You know, Glenn was originally scheduled to fight a guy from India, I think it was 11-2 record, you know, which was another very tough opponent. So I'm sure he was focused on that opponent. Now it's been switched up kind of last minute, and he's in with a guy who's young, you know, like himself, I believe. Mosquerra's only 22. You know, and he may be looking to impress, you know, to be called back over here. You know, he mainly operates in the UK, but he could add another market here with a good showing.
Yeah, and as we said, there's no shortage of light middleweights and welterweights on these JB Promotions shows. Front foot work here from Glenn Byrne. Solid so far, just poking at the body and trying to bring the hooks upstairs. Little left hook in response there from Mosquerra, who's just, you'd guess, sizing up. He doesn't seem too particularly bothered as well. He has the earmuffs on and just sizing Glenn Byrne up. We'll see if he looks to be a bit more aggressive as this round progresses.
Yeah, you know, he's kind of reading the script here, for want of a better word. You know, he's trying to see what Glenn's all about.
Taking much of it on the gloves, but not much in return from the Colombian, who's based out of Italy, I believe.
Yeah, all of his wins gained at home in Colombia, but as you mentioned, he has an upset in the locker. We're not seeing a lot of volume here, so maybe next round we might see what he's all about once he's kind of found his bearings.
We saw there in the previous exchange, Glenn Byrne just tried to just pivot, to try work a little bit of space on the body. And he does clip Mosquerra there with an uppercut as the Colombian was backing up. But there we come back. Solid looking shots, caught mainly by Byrne, but just a reminder that Mosquerra is there and Glenn Byrne goes back to work.
Yeah, they were quite explosive as well from Mosquerra, so you know, maybe he has that in his locker. We haven't seen him before. It's a little bit of an unknown, and they're the guys that are quite dangerous.
Byrne has the right idea here, targeting the body, I think, because that's the first time I've seen any sort of acknowledgement from Mosquerra, who was catching more of the upper stuff on the arms, whereas there was just a little bit of a grimace there when one of the left hooks sunk into the body. I'm seeing a lot of left hooks there, and I wonder will we see that to the body in round 2.
Yeah, you know, Jay had the blueprint. He just took difficult fights from the start, and I think that's what he expects of his brother. You know, he's not going to give him too many gimme fights.
Byrne back on the front foot. Nice short shots as he stands above us there. Double left hook to the body.
See, much of the same again from Mosquerra. He doesn't throw a lot of shots.
It's a very cold sort of figure. It like almost looks like he's uninterested, but we did see that sort of explosiveness there, and he doesn't look particularly bothered in there, but we can see that he is dangerous as well, and maybe it's trying to lull Byrne into a bit of a false sense of security.
Yeah, he might be looking towards the later rounds. You know, these guys generally have a little bit of a plan in their head. We saw Grady in the previous fight, round 5 and 6. He kind of put the foot on the gas a little bit.
As Mosquerra's feet just slow there for a second, Byrne does get the opportunity to rifle off a few shots to the body. And instructions there from Jay in the corner for Glenn to target the body. We saw a couple of uppercuts there, not landed from Mosquerra, but maybe it's a sign our feet slowing just a little bit. He's starting to stick out that arm rather than just circling.
Yeah, he's moving like he fancies himself as a bit of a counter puncher. You know, he's shifting the body, moving the head.
Drives Byrne back there for the first time, but it's good work on the right hand to the body as Mosquerra just bends over, and a bit of an opening came there for Byrne.
Seeing a small bit more volume here from Mosquerra. The fight might open up now. A nice short uppercut from Glenn Byrne. Mosquerra fires back.
Yeah, he's caught by a right hand on the way out. The Colombian is being forced to fight, and he is sort of just leaning over there, and we hear the instruction from the corner to throw the uppercut as he leans in. It's a dangerous game though, going head to head with a Colombian, and not to stereotype, but they all seem to have power, don't they?
Yeah, the South Americans are all quite tough, and they come out here now and they need to be effectively. They come to this side of the world, they're rugged guys. Mosquerra leads a bit with his head now. You'd hope we don't see a head clash.
The awkward Mosquerra, who is dangerous, but he's backing his bro to sort of power through here, and he landed some good shots there, but it did warm up a bit, and we'll see how it goes in round 3.
Yeah, we can see the thinking there. You know, the elbows are a little bit out from Mosquerra. There is a target to be hit. Although he does kind of close it up as soon as you get in on top of him. And I don't like the idea of ever letting the journeyman kind of lie on the ropes and wait to explode one on you. You have to be moving around him, you know. And we're seeing that here from Glenn Byrne.
Heavy right hand to the body there.
Yeah, we're seeing that uninterested look from Mosquerra again. He did that at the start of round 2, you know.
Yeah, but he is trying to counter. We saw a right hand. Glenn Byrne is setting a very high pace there, and here we go from Mosquerra, who's been forced to fight.
As I said just a minute ago, you're letting these journeymen have their back against the ropes, you know. You need to move around them side to side, and then if you have to stand back, force him to come off the ropes. That's where they're comfortable. That's where the guys can survive. They can twist and turn.
And he's so unorthodox as well. He was almost square on throwing those shots. And
yeah, you see that bouncing from side to side. An attempt at a rope-a-dope effectively.
good work there from Glenn Byrne.
Yeah, I'd agree with J1 in the corner. I'd like to see Glenn just sink that under the elbows when he's at range. Don't get in too close. Let it go when you're out there a little bit. that's when Mosquerra seems to have that gap. You know, he has the elbow up a little bit higher than usual. Colombian seems to be comfortable, you know, with his back against those ropes, and he's switch hitting as well. You don't see that too often from a journeyman, you know, southpaw to orthodox.
Very, very comfortable and unorthodox in there, and it's a frustrating sort of figure to face against, but you can't let your frustrations get on top of you, because we know he is dangerous, and that's what he wants. He wants you to lose your form and give him the opportunity to sneak home a shot like he tried to do this there.
Yeah, it's just in those exchanges, you know, we'd like to see Glenbourne shift left and right, you know, move around, give him the chance to throw the uppercuts up the middle as well.
Good finish there to the third round, and a nod of acknowledgement between the pair.
We're at the halfway point here tonight, and the back half of each round seems to heat up a little bit more. You know, Mosquerra kind of takes the first half of the round off, but we might see that volume increase now going into the kind of later rounds.
Yeah, he'll have no question marks over his gas tank. He's done this many, many times before and more. Similar with Glenn, who targets the body here now, looking to take the air out of the tyres just a little bit more, slow the legs of Mosquerra, who has circumnavigated this ring a number of times, and then when he sets his feet sort of goes a little bit wild. I don't know which version you sort of want in front of you. Do you want the man who's circling away, or do you want the man who's throwing these shots from all sorts of angles and maybe giving you opportunities?
Yeah, I think if he lets his hands go, you know, Glenbourne has better chance of kind of tagging him. He's covering up wholly when he's on those ropes, and there's not really a lot to hit.
Good right hand there, partially caught by the glove of Mosquerra from Glenbourne. Maybe his clearest scoring shot of the fight so far, I think, maybe up top. Because Mosquerra does have his head a bit on a swivel. Difficult man to pin down, and just pokes out a couple of jabs there as Glenbourne gets just a little bit too close.
Yeah, Mosquerra is trying to keep that distance. He's comfortable there. He's not taking much.
I don't know if you would call him a talented boxer, but definitely a talented journeyman. Just knows exactly what he just has a real sort of assuredness about himself in there, Mosquerra, doesn't he? And it's up to Glenbourne to disrupt that.
Yeah, it's a craft. It's a kind of an art in itself within boxing to kind of survive these rounds and take as little damage as you can. You know, we see him utilising his elbows there, and he's kind of twisting the hips.
Good solid jab there from Glenbourne.
Nice right hand to the body there from Byrne as well.
He ducked under.
You know, we can hear these body shots. They have to be stinging.
Just above us now. Right hand to the body again from Byrne, and he just tried to bring the left hook. Missed by just a couple of inches there, as Mosquerra did open and lean back just a little bit. In less than 12 months, it's been a great start to his career so far, and maybe his trickiest test so far. Maybe not as most dangerous, but definitely trickiest. He's been given a puzzle to work out here, and he's passing it so far, but he can't let the foot off the gas.
No, he definitely can't. Yeah, it's an odd one, and there seems to be 2 or 3 versions of Mosquerra in there. You know, the first couple of seconds of a round, midway through, and then he's been finishing rounds strong, twisting and turning the body and letting his own hands go.
He's getting a real core workout in there, yeah.
as you've alluded to a couple of times, he's very unorthodox. It's strange the way he's moving. You know, we're seeing the come forward, shell up version, then all of a sudden he lets one go, then he's back off to the ropes.
Yeah, and sometimes you do expect, again, to stereotype, when you have fighters come over from South America, they're going to be powerful, they're going to swing wild and be more aggressive than your regular journeyman. But this guy is crafty, yeah.
You know, he's on the front foot here. He spent most of the last round or two on the back foot, trying to lean on the ropes. Those body shots.
Yeah, good shots there from Glenn Byrne, 2 on each side. And another, but back comes Mosquerra, and Byrne has to tuck up just a little bit.
I don't think the expression on Mosquera's face has changed once throughout this fight. It's like we've woken him up early, you know, he's inconvenienced, but he'll have a fight anyway.
It's obviously very different, but almost like when you see all those videos of like the Cuban boxers who like just don't even acknowledge the opponent, that they're just a piece of meat in front of them. And Mosquerra didn't acknowledge the crowd when his name was called out. He just he's just here to do his job, and he doesn't care. And he's given Glenn Byrne a test here and making him think maybe more than anything.
He is. We see him working on the Mayweather defense there, you know, kind of Philly shell, and he gets tagged from a left hook.
Tight guard there from Mosquerra, and he needed it because that right hand from Glenn Byrne was tulling.
And Mosquera's just staying loose, trying to throw big loopy shots. Glenn Byrne sticking to his work.
All the behind the scenes drama and the Instagram back and forwards, but as I mentioned previously in the show, Jamesy Freeman seems to be the name that's most associated to Glenn Byrne, but there are a lot of other guys, and I tell you what, in terms of name association, I wouldn't mind seeing Mosquerra against some of the other guys here as well.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It gives you that kind of common ground where we can judge and you know, throw our opinions behind it and help promote those fights.
Nice uppercut there from Glenn Byrne that knocks the head back of Mosquerra.
You know, there's been moments of real high pace in this fight. You know, volume hasn't been through the roof, but both fighters have worked hard. Mosquerra flicking the jab out. You know, he's letting Glenn Byrne know he's still in there.
And a little uppercut in there, but the left hook from Byrne just catches on the nose, and then a pair of jabs pushes Mosquerra back.
Straight right hands as well. You know, he's feeling them. They might be hitting the gloves.
But is the windy body of Mosquerra maybe just slightly slowing down? Is he going back in straight lines? Is he just shelling up more basically than he has been in previous rounds?
Yeah, I think he can see the finish line here. But it wouldn't surprise me to see him explode a little bit now in the last minute or so of this fight. Glenn Byrne has to stay switched on, and he is at the moment. He's letting those hands go.
Yeah, everyone can do a sprint finish, no matter if you're running a 5K or fighting a 6-rounder. There you go. As they Martin, right hand, and he pushes him back to the ropes.
Did a nice short right uppercut from Glenn Byrne there as Mosquerra stepped in.
And then pivots away. Yes, good work from Glenn Byrne. But he's pushed back again by Mosquerra, who is given the go here in these closing stages. Byrne back on the front foot here as we go into the final minute. Nice right hook to the body there that forces Mosquerra to just bend over a little bit as he pushes the Irishman to the ropes. Straight right hand, but Byrne's out of range and he goes back to the body. That right hand has been the punch for him tonight to the body.
Yeah, he's landed it a couple of times very, very well this round. The Colombian is still coming forward, still letting his hands go.
Nice work there from Byrne, just to turn things around as they tie up as we approach the bell. And there we have it. Fight number 5 for Glenn Byrne, who looks set to move to 5-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds, your winner by decision, 60-54, Glenn Byrne! Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with a victorious Glenn Byrne. Glenn, a really good 6 rounds in the bank against a tough, durable opponent. Give us your thoughts on the fight.
Yeah, no, I'm delighted to get a points win, 6 rounds all in my favour. We knew coming out here tonight that he was tough, he was durable, he wasn't going to get out of there, so anytime I was catching him with body shots, I knew that I wasn't inflicting much damage to him to get down, so I wanted to get back out, settle down and pick my next shots rather than rushing, which I've done in the past fights. So it's just kind of a thing that I'm learning each fight, take my time more, and I think it's shown. Like the last one since Bradley, I've done really well, but here's the feel I've done better in this fight, same kind of thing. They're both negative fighters, but I took my time, I didn't rush in, didn't really get caught on and stupid, so I'm happy with the performance.
Yeah, we heard your coaches calling for that right hand to the body, and you obliged. You were doubling up on it at times. It sounded like you were hitting him with a hurley, but he wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah, no, I listened to the corner at all times. Jay, Matthew, Tommy all give me advice. It's the right advice, so that's why I listened to them. I landed it twice, he wasn't budging. There was no point in me trying to land again or doing a different shot and getting caught myself on the way out. So I just step out, reset myself and go back in again for my next attack.
A really mature performance. The professional career is progressing very, very well. Where do we go from here?
Yeah, I'm delighted. I've had 5 fights in 11 months. Really impressive. Delighted to win them all. I haven't dropped around in any of them either, which is good. Next, we'll sit down with Jay and Butch, and Matthew and see what's next. Exact same thing, go back to the gym and learn. I need to keep getting better and better before I move into bigger fights.
Well, this is a great win under your belt this evening. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Glenn Byrne!
I'd just like to thank everybody who bought a ticket off me. Fighting 5 times in a year is hard to do without good support, so thanks everyone buying tickets. Thanks to my sponsors, Netway, Handmade, West Ham Mini Buses, The Locked In, Man Recovery, JB, by that one. But yeah, thanks to everybody, Equal Construction, everybody makes this possible. Thanks everyone.